And we are here with the head coach of the Niagara Purple Eagles, Joe Mihalich. Coach, how are you today?
Doing great. Thanks for having me on your show.
Oh, thank you very much, Coach. And team's 3-3. What would you think? What would you say are your thoughts on the young season so far?
Well, it's interesting you use the word young season because we have a very young team. And as I look at where Fairfield is right now and where Iona is right now and a couple other teams in the league, I can't help but think that, hopefully in a couple of years we'll be where they are because, right now we're awfully young and we're making young team mistakes where, little things that, that you go through the first time. So,
What are the difficulties coaching a young team?
well, I didn't articulate that very well. The difficulties are that, as I tried to say, we're going through things for the first time. I'll give you an example. We played a pretty good team, South Dakota State. Now, nobody realizes they're good, but they're actually a pretty good team. And we had the ball down 3 minutes to go, and had a chance to make a play that would have either tied the game or put us down 1. And we couldn't quite execute the play. We couldn't quite convert it. And after the game, I said to my assistants, I said, now remember what happened here. We had a freshman who had to get the ball from one place to another freshman who had to catch that ball, and then a third freshman who had to make a cut and receive a third action and score. So when you have 3 freshmen doing that for the first time, when the game's on the line, you're going to have your mistakes and you're not going to convert. And the hope is that the next time they do it, they'll be better at it. And then maybe the third time they do it, it's going to become one of our ways to score a basket when we need one.
Now, with every young team, the leadership of the athletes become very important. How would you say the leadership on this team is?
I think it's basically a work in progress. I don't know that we have somebody that's a leader right now. We don't have a senior on our team, and we have 3 juniors on our team, and one of those juniors is a new player because he's a junior college transfer. So we don't really have. The perfect situation is to have your leader be your best player. So I don't know if Derek Needham is Fairfield's leader, but he's at least one of the top 2 or 3 players on their team, and so if he's a leader, he's going to have the attention of everybody in the locker room, and he's going to be able to get things done. So, you want your best players to be your leaders, and our best players are freshmen.
And speaking about some individual players, we'll start with Antoine Mason. He missed last year. How important is it that he's playing this year for the team?
Oh, he has a way of filling up a stat sheet. He scores points, he gets rebounds, and he makes tough baskets. He's got to improve in a lot of other areas, which I try to stay on to him about every day. But he does that. He puts the ball in the basket.
And another player, Marvin Jordan. He's a very underrated player in the MAC. What do you think he brings to this team?
Well, I mean, he too can score. So he can score the basketball. He hasn't gotten off to a good start this year shooting the ball, but he's proved last year that he can shoot it. And he had a game last year where he made 7 threes. So we're hoping that he finds that shooting touch quickly.
And we just talked about 2 players on the offensive side of the basketball, and that's really. And would you say that's the strength of this team? Is the offense?
Well, I don't know that we have a strength yet. I hope it becomes one of our strengths, but I don't know that we have a strength yet. I mean, we are, right now we are just okay on offense and we're just okay on defense, and it's not. And to be more precise, it's not good enough right now to be one of the top half of the team, one of the top half of the league teams.
And finally, what would you say are the goals for this season?
Our goal is a daily goal, and that is to try to get better every day. I mean, we just have to improve every day, and if we do that, we hope that by the end of the year we can be a team that can sneak into the top half of this league.